More than a dozen Republican-led states have filed a lawsuit challenging the legality of the Biden administration's Keeping Families Together program, which she unveiled in June. Texas is leading the charge, along with 15 other states. They're asking a federal judge in the Lone Star State to block the program, which offers legal status to unauthorized immigrants married to American citizens in the form of temporary work permits, deportation protections, and a path to permanent legal status and citizenship for some. It would apply to hundreds of thousands of people. Let's bring in CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez for more on this. Camilo, I remember we carried the president's remarks when he announced this. We heard from a nurse in Houston who had 2 little kids in the U.S. The U.S. had a powerful story. The administration was very proud of this. On what grounds are the states challenging this policy?
Hi, Lindsay. In this lawsuit, the 16 Republican-led states led by the state of Texas are challenging the legality, the lawfulness of this action by President Biden in June. They are saying that the administration does not have the legal authority to grant temporary work permits and deportation protections to hundreds of thousands of undocumented immigrants who are currently in the U.S. without authorization, without any legal status as it relates to their immigration classification. And they are saying that the administration is misusing an authority known as parole to justify this program. They have been challenging other forms of parole that the administration has used, Lindsay, for example, to bring Venezuelans, Cubans, Haitians, and Nicaraguans to the U.S. under a sponsorship program, as well as other policies that rely on this immigration authority that the Biden administration says allows the executive branch to admit and also more quickly process immigrants who pass background checks and who believe that will lead to a public benefit or an urgent humanitarian interest for the country. And again, the Biden administration is saying that that urgent humanitarian interest and that public interest is there because these are unauthorized immigrants, Lindsay, who are married to American citizens. They are part of American households. And the administration is arguing that this is justified to promote family unity. But again, these states say that this policy is illegal, and they're now asking a Texas judge to block it.
How's the White House responding?
The Department of Homeland Security actually just sent us a statement saying that they will continue to process applications under this policy. The program only opened up this Monday, Lindsay, and the administration is already processing those applications. We have heard that some cases have already been approved, so those cases will continue until we hear from this judge in Texas. And the White House, again, is saying that Texas and other Republican state officials are essentially playing politics on immigration by challenging a program that they believe is popular because, again, it has that U.S. citizen connection, and the administration believes that it is something that will promote family unity. The Republican-led states are saying in their lawsuit, Lindsay, that this will lead the states to spend more money in terms of healthcare costs and driver's licenses and other social services on these immigrants who will get legal status under this policy.
The government began accepting applications for this policy this week. What impact will this have for the time being?
Well, again, for the time being, this will not have any immediate impact because the Department of Homeland Security is continuing to process these applications. The program remains open. But if the judge decides to uphold the arguments that the Republican states are now making in federal court, then this program could very well be enjoined. And that has been the case for other Biden administration policies. Texas, Lindsay, and other Republican-led states have challenged virtually every single major Biden administration action on immigration and border policy. And so we expected this, lawsuit to happen. And usually, at least at the lower court level in Texas, Republican-led states have been successful in convincing lower court judges to block these policies.
Camilo Montoya-Galvez, thank you.
Thanks.